In Washington, the Supreme Court jumped into the emotional debate about race in public schools. The issue, voluntary school integration programs that use race in assigning children to schools in order to achieve racial balance. Are such programs constitutional? ABC's legal correspondent Jan Crawford Greenberg was at the court today and joins us from there. Jan?
People started camping out here in the cold yesterday afternoon to get a prize seat inside. And Charlie, it was worth the wait. At issue, the most important cases about race to reach the court in years, and the 2-hour argument was electrifying. Busloads of protesters came to the Supreme Court in support of 2 school districts that were assigning students to schools based in some cases on the color of their skin to achieve racial balance. The few opponents outside the Supreme Court say that's nothing more than racism.
It amounts to race discrimination, and race discrimination is wrong.
Inside the court, the mood was testy and tense. The justices grappled with a key question: can officials turn children away from their neighborhood schools because they're the wrong color? Swing Justice Anthony Kennedy, whose vote could determine the outcome of the case, called the school plans troubling. He suggested schools could find better ways to integrate.
You are characterizing each student by reason of the color of his or her skin. And it seems to me that should only be, if ever allowed as a last resort.
The issue deeply divided the justices. Liberal Justice Stephen Breyer worried that without the school district's actions, the nation's schools could go back in history.
There's a terrible problem in the country. There are lots and lots of school districts that are becoming more and more segregated.
Much of the argument focused on the historic case of Brown versus Board of Education, which outlawed school segregation. Chief Justice John Roberts suggested any consideration of race, even to keep schools integrated, is unconstitutional.
The purpose of the Equal Protection Clause is to ensure that people are treated as individuals rather than based on the color of their skin.